What's up, masterminds?
What's good? What's good?
We are the Mastermind Millionaires, and on this episode, we're gonna be telling y'all how we ran up a 50.
50 piece lemon pepper
with our e-commerce website. So I want to say initially it started as a website for cell phones. It was called Money Miser Mobile, and I was doing research on Amazon FBA, and somehow these two things came together and made history.
Exactly. Definitely turned into something that we, didn't think it was going to turn into.
It was DMassDepot.org, our first official I guess revenue source, right?
Yeah, it was like a
first thing that we really made money from.
It definitely got everything started. It definitely got everything started.
Cause I think at the time it was kind of like the rise of everybody. It was between like that or like the Amazon dropshipping or something. So we was like trying to figure out like which one we were going to go into.
What top you can find and put on this
So
site.
that was the first concept behind Money Miser Mobile. So Money Miser Mobile was a cell phone website store that I decided to start for the group, right? But that kind of laid the foundation for knowing how to set up the website, what payment platforms to use, everything like that. So that kind of rolled us into the Mass Depot, just having that groundwork, you know?
Right. Yeah. I think it was definitely interesting, man. Cause like I say, and then one thing about, I know we always talk about group economics and things like that. Like being a part of this group and us being able to put our money together was able to give us the resources we need to even build those things, build that platform. So, just getting back to that. But just by doing that, it was a lot of trial and error into doing that, man. So we appreciate y'all tuning in. We're just gonna give y'all a little bit of that.
Yeah, I just think it was like the perfect storm, bro. Because Pre already had the website going, with a mobile marketing. Tay was already doing the research on FBA. And then boom, the pandemic hit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so Tay was like, yo, we can get some masks, So it was like, yo, let's try a run, get 2,000 pieces. Exactly. 2,000 pieces.
It was 500.
We started with 500.
Let me rewind. Let me bring y'all back. Okay, so I was doing Amazon FBA. I was looking for products. So the first product I found was I think it was a bathroom organizer. Okay, boom. I went and I ordered the test products and fell off the wall. It fell off the wall. It wouldn't even stay in the shower. So boom. That was a fluke.
It had good numbers though when you researched it.
It did have good numbers, but I say the person that I contacted, which was we got our merchandise off of Alibaba. If you don't know what Alibaba is, that's the site that people use to drop ship on Amazon FBA.
Yeah.
We use this same drop shipping website to make us this 50,000 we're talking about off of Amazon.
Exactly, for the mass,
So what product did you? What product did you use to find the product? So what research software did you use?
Okay, so the research software was Jungle Scout. It's I can't think of the programmer's name, but he has this whole program where he has a course. He has the software that you put on the computer, and he shows you how to run the software. So I took this class. I took this Amazon FBA because I was strictly Amazon FBA. Like the Mass Depot, it really just fell in my lap because of what I was doing. So but yeah, it was this programmer, and he had this Jungle Scout software that I had to add on to my computer, which the software by itself was like $600 and something.
I remember.
So I helped
don't skip past that because you had to do research initially.
Exactly.
You had to put funds up front to be like, man, I want to learn this.
You had a laptop and everything.
So when I first came into it, the laptop costed me $750, and then the software costed $600 or something. So we came into it like $1,500 each.
Already.
But the beauty about that, with it being group economics, we already had the money just sitting based on our dues. So we was able to put the money up for the software and the computer.
Now fast forward to me using this software. I probably was using this software every day for like 2 months. So then I came up with the bathroom organizer. After the bathroom organizer, I had this bracelet kit. So we never got to try the bracelet kit to see if it would work or not because the pandemic hit.
Yep.
So when the pandemic hit, Amazon made it where we couldn't send anything to Amazon. So anything other than, I would say emergency supplies, which is your face mask, your hand sanitizer, your test kits.
Come out the country, come from other countries, stuff like that. Try to shut down the borders on empty.
Exactly. So yeah, China was had a bad taste in our mouth, so we didn't want them from them, but what we needed from them. So I was at a standstill, and mind you, we already 1,500 in, so I'm on some type stuff where I gotta be like, well, you know, we gotta figure something out.
Yeah,
so I just start researching everything, and then I was limited to products that you can only sell during the pandemic, and I stumbled up on masks. And then I stumbled up on Darlene.
The beauty about the mask though is that when you found those masks, bro, it wasn't like even extreme need for masks.
At the time,
So we were before that whole way. I had to get it. Now, mind you, that's some jewels right there because sometimes you get an opportunity and it takes you jumping on it. Now, if we would have had any second thoughts, if we would have pressed pause on this play for a little bit, we would have had the success that we got now.
Within weeks, we was having a phone call and dropping the money.
Yeah. In the same though, if we had ordered a book, you know, the first time.
We were about 10,000.
But you know what?
We'll be millionaires. We'll be millionaires right now.
It's like we took a risk, but we didn't want to take that big of a risk. You know what I'm saying? Because like, what if it didn't? I think we were watching the news at the time too. It was like people dying left and right. We saw the thing that people were doing to protect themselves was the mask, and the table saying we had looked up, man. And so when he told us, I think we all was like, bro.
And I think what we got is like the type of mask that we got. People was doing like
they just looking good. They looking good. They looking
If y'all think about it, that 500, that was our test run.
We could get more. Okay. So now we go into this test run. We find Darlene, and we get our first 500 mask orders.
So who was Darlene?
Darlene.
Darlene, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Darlene was our supplier. She supplied our masks. So Darlene is the lady. When I went on Alibaba, and you go to Alibaba, and you try to find different products. When you type in one product, probably 50 different suppliers will come in. So you have to vet through those 50 suppliers to figure out which supplier is going to be your supplier.
Yeah.
So out of all those suppliers, Darlene was my supplier.
She was good.
In the beginning, she started out real good.
She was communicating. I feel like
this is just because if you do business with us now and it go wrong, you get name dropped.
And we spent a lot of money with Darlene.
We did.
Darlene. Now we spent, and I need the numbers. We spent $31,000 total with Darlene. Dang, we spent $31,000 with Darlene. Okay, so Darlene. Ooh, Darlene, you just made me forget everything else.
Okay, so that's Darlene. So get back to she was our supplier.
Okay, so Darlene was supplier. Darlene was who we went through to get the masks. Okay, so our first order was 500 masks. I think we paid $1,500 for those 500 masks.
And we were selling them with like $20, I think, at the time.
No, we started at 10. We started selling at $10. Okay, so we ordered 500 masks. Once it was time for the mask to be delivered, mind you, we were still doing the Amazon FBA thing. So when it was time for the mask to be delivered, they were supposed to be delivered to an Amazon FBA warehouse.
Oh, yep.
And long story short, it ain't go right. Basically, Amazon said,
yeah, just like you said, Amazon
we got too much stuff.
They want something in packages.
Amazon said they got too much stuff. They don't even want our masks. Type stuff. So it was like I don't know. I had an epiphany. Okay, we need to still order these masks anyway. We're gonna try to see what we can do with them. We'll keep them at the house and just we'll try to sell them ourselves until Amazon let us send it to Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we was like, go. Now mind you, some more jewels. even though I had that roadblock in front of me, I still decided to press play.
Exactly.
Like, let's go ahead and get this ball rolling.
Exactly.
Okay, so we get the mask delivered or whatever, and they come in, and I remember like we was packaging everything up, and I posted a story on my Facebook. I like I want to
Got the mask.
I didn't even say mask. I didn't even say mask, bro. I said Pat just came in.
I remember that.
At this point, we trapping.
Hey, we was really trapping because
Okay.
I literally was riding around with a duffel bag full of masks.
Yeah.
We started them off at $5 actually.
Yeah, we started
Yeah,
with
$5.
But then we had to
But we were selling
add,
them.
but I think we had to go up because we realized how much shipping and stuff, then the
Yeah.
packaging and
The
$100.
first 500
Yeah.
was $5,
Yeah.
and then I think we had ordered 1,000 or 2,000 after that.
Yeah.
And those were $10.
Yeah.
But you know
But
about
mine, okay.
Nah, go ahead.
I was gonna say like, man, them shit had my phone blowing up so much about them masks, bro.
We had
I thought I was
distributors.
selling weed, bro.
We had distributors.
Definitely felt like the plug. Definitely felt like the plug.
Crazy.
And we had got to the point we started taking pre-orders. Like
Yeah.
when we sold out, we was like,
We
man,
sold out,
yeah.
I got a story for y'all about the pre-orders.
It was so crazy. So look, rewind back. I post this story, and we sell out. Soon as I post this story, everybody
It was
gone.
gone like
like
first
3
week.
days.
Like,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was gone.
2 days.
It was
Like 2
gone.
days.
In 2 days.
2 days.
In 2 days, we did. I want to say that we started off selling those masks at $10 a pop. I don't think we started off at $5. I think when we came out the gate, they was $10.
Yeah.
Because I want to say in those first 2 days, we did like $6,000 in 2 days.
Yeah.
It's completely sold out in 2
So
days.
what was the initial
$6,000.
number for the investment for the 500?
The initial investment was $1,500.
$1,500 for the 500.
So we went $1,500. From that $1,500, we instantly made, if I'm not, it's 6,000. That's the change.
So that's like 300% profit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 2 days.
First 2 days.
Gone. I was calling, and how many men you got in there? Cause like, people on my
Yeah,
side, like,
exactly.
hey, you got how many what color people? We had choice colors
Like,
and everything.
yeah, red, blue, and black.
Colors on that second
Red,
one.
blue,
Yeah, the second run. Yeah,
Oh,
the first one was all black. First one was all
Yeah.
black. And they sold out. And the second time we dropped with the colors. Now this second run.
Man,
Okay,
that's
so
what
mine-
get interesting.
Yeah. So mind you, the first run went great.
Crazy.
Everybody was excited. I don't know how y'all felt on the first day, but the first day for me, I was like,
Adrenaline rush.
Yeah, I was just like, oh.
Hey,
Yeah.
let's start selling out some jobs.
Man,
Like,
why I come from that? Hey, look.
Now count the numbers already. 5,000 pieces. It's what a little bit.
Exactly. We already doing numbers.
Yeah,
And trap booming.
Yeah.
Trap booming. I'm riding around with a duffel bag.
Me too.
Everybody got
I'm on
those.
I'm everywhere with the mask. I'm everywhere with the mask. Everybody got the mask on. It's a hit. We go back to Darlene. We out. We need the real. We need the real.
The next time we went playing.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
So,
was out for the spin with it. How much we
Exactly.
got? So let's cut that in half. Let's
whole profit.
I already get the math in our head and everything.
Sent straight to Darlene. Now mind you, we got 500 masks for 1,500. So we going back into the play with 6,500. So this is like what?
That's like 15 bands.
That's like 2,000 miles.
Yeah.
That's 2,000 masks. That's 2,000 masks.
Yeah, man.
And our next order, we didn't even do 2,000 masks. We did 1, 2, 4, 6. Sheesh. We did like 6,000. 6,000.
that's crazy.
We ordered 6,000 masks. So we took our profit money. We put more money with the profit to get more masks because
No
the
doubt.
man was so crazy.
Yeah,
The man was so crazy.
And then Darlene.
Now look, this is what Darlene coming to play.
And then Darlene happened.
Lord have mercy. So alright, boom. Now we ready. We got
Still
7,500.
stressed about that.
We got $7,500, $8,000 gone. Sent to China. We went on our product. Now we went on our product.
Yeah, so when the product
The product never
so
comes.
okay, so I know like when we ran out, basically we started taking pre-orders. People want these masks left and right, like man, you got a man. We sold out. I know we like hey, sold out, but we taking pre-orders. You go and see
pre-orders on masks.
Exactly. And matter of fact, we was taking pre-orders, and Darlene, she was doing so good, we trusted her on the time, basically. So she was like, well, it'll take like a week to get there.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. I said 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, man. Okay, people who pre-order, like, man, they'll be there in 2 weeks. Mind you, everybody want masks. Everybody need. Everybody has stressing.
So it's
we stressing. They need a mask.
Yeah.
We had about 10 distributors.
Yeah.
You know, and
people working for everybody.
Yeah, you know, and we at this time because everybody else not touching the game but the mask. Everybody trying to sell masks. It's not just us no more.
Mind you, we were the first people to do it.
Yeah.
This is why we made so much money because we were the first people in that field.
Locally.
Don't lose them gems now.
Yeah.
Sometimes it take you catching something when it first started and jumping right into it. No questions asked, just jumping right into it.
And so the thing is, with us being so early, as we go on further along in time, like it started getting worse with the pandemic. So we understand that it was more on her and more people needing because as more people started needing them, we're not the only people that she's supplying.
Exactly.
So she's supplying like everybody catching on, like man, we need these masks, we need masks. Everybody ordering masks. So long story short, it slowed up our process. We telling people like it's gonna be in 2 weeks. 2 weeks came. People like what a mask is. You know, some people sent money, some people don't sent pledge their orders or whatever. And man, we like, man, they gonna be here 2 weeks, gonna be here about another week, about 5-7 days. 5-7 days roll around, people think you scamming, you know, like, man, like,
They
she
start asking
telling
for
us
refunds,
one thing, so we
she tell us it's in
stressing.
the app. She tell us it's in the
Yeah.
app. But the pandemic had stopped shipping. Like
Everything.
shipping was not happening, bro.
And once people really stopped getting their other packages they had ordered outside of masks, they're like, okay, yeah, it's a problem. Like, it's not just the masks, it's not just them, it's really like a whole global thing. Like, nothing's being shipped. No one's getting that on time. It's just over with, man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, one of the problem was because when we initially started, more likely, you know, the masks were ordering when the people that were ordering that mask from China. And Darlene, she acted as though she was the manufacturer, but she was the middleman.
Exactly.
So when more people start ordering more masks, she had probably putting the 6,000 pieces of masks together, and she was not upfront with us.
Yeah.
So that started the
That was the
process
main
in us
issue.
trying to collect the 6,000 pieces. Because she came to us and tried to give us a different design. It was like you know what I'm saying?
If it ain't broke, don't break it.
Yeah,
If it ain't broke, don't break it.
So by the time she got it together, and she kept lying. Oh, 2 weeks.
Man, she had told us it had been shipped and everything.
Yeah,
Like,
you know,
man, look,
That 2 weeks turned into a month and a half.
Oh, it did.
Almost 2 months.
And then look though, it had begun to come so long that people started making their own masks. And that's what started hurting us for real. When people started making their own masks, it's like, man, dang, these ain't really no hot commodity no more because people like making their own out of anything. Other people providing them, gas stations selling them. You know what I'm saying?
And not only that, but by the time the mask dropped,
You couldn't wear the mask.
she see an email and said the mask event was not good.
We was fucking
And at the time,
but how long we had in stock at the time? How many masks we had?
Alright, so to back it back, I think like a little bit of like other masks came in, right? I think it was like 2,000 out of the 6,007. But most of those had already been sold.
So we had to get out the pre-orders first.
Listen now, not only had they been sold, but we made the mistake of raising the price.
raising the price. That was my idea.
Yeah.
How was that the mistake?
I thought about all that
How was
first.
that the mistake?
Because it's slow business now.
Yeah.
But I think that could have been it. But I think the main thing that really slowed it down is people
Was the
just
shipping.
making.
But no, but
Just-
remember why we
just
raised
also-
it? Because we was looking at them style masks that we had compared to what they were like.
What they
the
were selling,
cloth
yeah.
But
masks.
it was a lot of stuff that slowed it down.
But then
you
we
said
see
that-
other people selling them for like $45, $55.
Yeah, exactly.
For 15, we got used to 15.
But the thing is, if we would have got them earlier, we could have sold it for that price.
Yeah.
That's why I said the main
Yeah.
problem with people just started.
Because they took so long to get there,
Yeah.
and when they finally did get there, we raised the price. I think it put a bad taste in people's mouth. So it was like, you know, it took a long time.
It had just got so
It
choppy.
was just-
I kind of want to double back because don't skip the part of Darlene being dishonest and being
Yeah.
Like, if you
Yeah.
struggling with something, it's better to just be
To just
honest with your clients.
tell somebody,
Tell them,
yeah.
look, man, like I got this bunch of orders. I know I told y'all 2 weeks, But it's probably gonna be like a month. So whatever you got to tell your clients.
Because people check
Because just imagine if we would have been able to tell them, okay, they're 1 month out, you know, and they got them within that month, you know.
Send us an email so we can forward that email out. Like, look, this is what our supplier is saying. Like, it's gonna be another 2 weeks, like 3 weeks, whatever the date they give.
Because
they were like 2 days, bro.
Because what happened is we have paid her extra on shipping.
Oh, we
to
did.
ship it fast. For the shipping
Ship it
fast.
fast.
She was supposed to ship them by FedEx, so we can get it on time. She ended up putting it on the ship.
Yeah.
And he got stuck on that shit.
Yes,
It was stuck on the ship.
Yeah, you know. So if she had placed it on FedEx because it was DHL and FedEx. You know, either or because they did their delivery, you know, by plane, so it gets there faster.
Yeah.
You know, but she. Oh God,
Man, that had us so frustrated, man. I know me, man. I was like, man, I was looking at my blinds as my church. Tony,
Now, mind you, everybody got like $1,000 on reserve for people that just didn't pay their money ahead of time.
Oh, man.
So everybody got like $1,000 put up with masks that's already sold. So that next shipment comes in, boom, we set it out in with a day.
That's when we got the colors in, the red, the blue. That made the sales go crazy, bro. So that's when Mark came in with the high level influencer. Sent him what, like 3
Yeah. Shout out that boy Q-Bang.
Q-Bang, we appreciate you, man.
Salute you.
He posted on his story, but when I say my DMs, bro, I probably had like 150 DMs.
Going crazy, bro.
I need 4, I need 10, I need 2. But they was putting that like.
And that when we tried to open to do the website.
Exactly. Now this is where themassdepot.org comes into play.
Yeah.
So we already have this website we were telling y'all about Money Miser,
Mobile.
which was a drop shipping website that we used to sell cell phone equipment. So we decided to revamp the Money Miser website and use it strictly for mass. Now Money Miser Mobile turned into the massdepot.org. Now we turn to the massdepot.org. We get the promotion out. The promotion is we get the mass sent to Q Banks, and we start promoting on Instagram and Facebook, driving everybody to the website. I think we drove so many people to the website that it crashed, right?
Yeah.
So I had to change
the whole background system of the website because we wasn't ready for the demand that came in.
The struggle of the process, bro.
Yeah, I'm talking about thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars start coming through that website. Like we would have a group conversation one day, then be talking about it the next day, and it'd been a jump $3,000-4,000 just in sales.
That was crazy.
Like it was amazing.
It was a pandemic.
It was amazing the way all these masks was selling like that. Now mind you, we still waiting on our shipment. We still waiting on our shipment.
All this time we just taking pre-orders.
All this money that flowing in, they ain't got no product. So we just waiting on the shipment.
Bro, I'm talking about, bro, I mean, we were getting reviews. We were like, oh man,
I would delete these reviews.
Bro, the reviews was going crazy. One dude we had, oh my
Delete.
god.
I've been waiting. Delete.
Luckily, we had this like where you could modify the reviews.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
We had to get the reviews. We had to get them up out of there. We had to get them up out of there.
Man, because
Not for the mess up our reputation.
yeah, and I think what really made it bad because of the distributors we had.
Yeah.
So for example, when that Pratt and Wendy, whatever they call that company, we had somebody there who had ordered, I think almost like 100 pieces of masks. People had pre-ordered. So when either companies, that were trying to get
masks to all their employees.
In fact, we were contacted through our mom friend by
the government agency.
the police.
And then it was the
DeKalb,
nurse that came
it was
in.
DeKalb County.
Yeah.
They were there 25,000 pieces of masks for the police force.
Yeah.
But
And then she had brought in the nurse. They were trying to supply them to their care home take.
yeah.
So it's like we in all these different markets with the mask, bro.
But we don't got no mask. We booming like. trap booming.
But it's not like we didn't buy the products, man. We were just being dishonest. We purchased the product,
Yeah,
and it just never came in.
It never came in on time.
It never came in.
Alright, then boom. They hit.
That's it.
The mass hit. By this time, we had lost steam.
Oh yeah.
We lost so much steam.
Package pre-orders.
We had so many pre-orders to do as soon as the mass hit. We lost steam. But hey, I posted that video again.
Yeah.
Pat J came in. Hey, it started moving again. It started moving. It wasn't moving as fast. But them numbers came through. And at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, we ran up a 50.
Yeah. So what would you say like something that we would take from like that?
That's
Like what was the first
yeah.
thing like? I feel like starting from the beginning, like with the amount that we ordered, like would you say we would go back and just order more now, take that bigger risk now that we like?
Well, in the beginning, I feel like we took the right steps going forward because we didn't even know whether she was a legit supplier or not when we first
you're
ordered.
right.
So that's why we went in with the 500.
Yeah.
And then we also didn't know how good they were
The
going to
demand was
be.
gonna be.
Mind you, we're supposed to be sending them to Amazon. We winging it.
Yeah.
We didn't know that they were going to sell out in 2 days.
Before they even got to Amazon.
Yeah, we didn't know that. If we would have known that, we would have ordered those. Well, I think we ended up ordering. No, we ended up ordering like 20,000 masks.
Oh, that's right.
One thing I would say that we could have done. I would think as a lesson learned is that when we received the 500 and when we saw how fast it was going, we did not have to wait to sell out the 500.
We didn't have time.
If we got win and be like, yo, the buying ain't left.
As soon as we seen the demand, instead of like trying to fill orders first, go ahead and order more.
Yeah, but what we did because we only put so much money into it, we're trying to wait to sell the 500 and then use that money.
But we had the
order, So if we had went ahead and be like, all right, bro, we got this money, let's go ahead and just order more.
Exactly.
That would have been, a better move too as well.
I'm about to say too, for me, like I think one lesson learned, especially when you like independent and trying to do it like here locally with some masks that we try to do, don't sell no money for no pre-orders, bruh. Don't it? Because that was the struggle for me. It was like, man, when you holding people money, it's like, man, you got my money, man.
This
That's
man should blow my phone up every
that's the
morning.
thing. Like, hey, y'all, I was not scamming.
The mask even yet?
Man, but yeah, that was the biggest thing for me. Like,
Group chat was booming, but the mask
for me, pre-order should be something just like first come, first serve when they come, and then you give your money once it comes.
But in hindsight, do you think we would have made as much money like once they dropped without like pre-ordering set because we had to feel so many pre-orders?
Right.
Because it was like
Because pre-order almost lock you in.
you're locked in.
I think one thing we
you're right.
did different was getting like multiple suppliers. Like
Mm-hmm.
initially reaching out
Instead of
maybe
just
to
one.
like 3, so we had Darlene then 2 fallbacks.
That's true.
Just in case don't
We couldn't have planned for like the shipping halts of the pandemic.
Because it never happened.
We was like, all right, bro, we got the money, just move it. Like, let's order them, and then it was like, boom, no shit.
That's
So I think we would have got stuck either way unless we
Yeah.
found like somebody local in the States.
Because those 6,000 pieces, if we had spread those 6,000 amongst three different distributors, or suppliers, we probably would have.
Then I think about where they would have been the same looking product.
Exactly.
Man, like it's so many things. Like we sitting here trying to figure out what could have, the process would have been a little better, man. But you just really never know until you really just go out there.
Because we
and
was
just
in
gotta-
it dealing with
At the
it.
end of the day, we were making money.
Yeah.
And
You know what I'm saying? And we were helping people.
It was a blessing.
You know
We
what I'm
made 50,000 plus.
Yeah.
50K plus.
And then the
Selling
crazy thing
masks.
too, off of that mask stuff, we were able to like buy stocks and stuff. And that's
Exactly,
what man, stocks
Really
were so
solidified.
low.
Yeah.
Stocks were so low at that time because of the pandemic. And that money was able to help us like put money into
Exactly,
stocks and
yeah.
stuff and build our portfolio even more. So yeah, man, but that's crazy.
In the end, the group did well.
Yeah.
Because
We appreciate y'all, man. If y'all watching and y'all bought some, man, we appreciate y'all.
Because
Because
y'all are the reason why we doing this right here now.
Right.
Because we made 50K, from that, and we still have like 3,000 pieces left.
Exactly.
Now it was not selling
And
at
all,
all.
it got to a point where I couldn't make somebody buy a mask.
Bro, I knew it was over when my grandma. When my grandma started making masks, bro. Like everybody can make a mask, but she, like everybody started making masks.
Down
The market had got saturated. saturated.
They all start having designer, man, when they got logo teams and stuff like it just became too competitive.
In the end, the group did well.
Exactly.
We individually, the group did so well. We individually invested money into it.
Yeah.
We end up breaking even.
Exactly.
Thank God.
Thank God. Come in on that. So what happened?
I was like, bruh. I was nervous, bro. I'm like, these masks make me nervous now, bro. Like, the market looking a little open.
So the crazy thing, so we ended up cause the group had maxed out. I think we had maybe 8,000. No, I think we spent like $15K on the masks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the group didn't have no more money to buy masks. Mm-hmm. So we all ended up was like, well, we got we all got money, right? Mm-hmm. So everybody brought it to the table that we was gonna start purchasing masks for ourselves to sell them after the group ran out, right?
Yeah.
So we brought it to the table. Everybody came in except for Mark.
And we ended up coming in with
16.
Yeah,
I think it was 16,500.
we spent $16K. So this is $31,000 we got invested into the mask.
It was so much pressure on me, especially being married, man. You got that money you invested on mask. I'm like, yeah, it coming.
Keith sound like Keith sound like Big Worm, but you better have that money by Friday.
My whole life don't let come up, boy. Looking at the times, like when you know times on the cars,
You might end up divorced.
like man, but yeah, everything worked out.
It worked out, and we end up breaking even.
Yeah. Which was good though. I rather break even than
total profit was $50K plus. Mm-hmm. And then on the back end, we was also able to donate over 2,000 masks to our local sheriff department. Mm-hmm. So all in all, we did 50K.
Which helped fund all the giveaways and stuff we do. That was
fun. We gave masks away in our giveaways.
Yeah. Put masks in the giveaways. We also because of the Mass Depot, we did our first Christmas drive, our first homeless drive. Yeah. All of this was done out the Mass Depot, and that really the Mass Depot really set the foundation for everything that we got going on right now.
Yeah, what we did, those 2,500 masks that we had given to the sheriff department, they had just had two deputies that had just passed from COVID, that same month. And then there was a couple of outbreaks in the prison as well. Yeah. So we had those masks. Was like, why not just be a blessing, to the community. Exactly. And so those masks were able to help save the lives of some deputies as well as some of the inmates
and a lot of less fortunate homeless individuals too. We put the masks in our homeless giveaway. Everybody got a mask for the homeless.
And with extra filters.
Yeah.
Like I got my little piece of this is like, bro, that's business. Like the Mass Depot is business because you jump into it, you go into it with this idea of what it's gonna look like. You go through some failures and some hurdles, and you jump over. We was able to improvise a couple things,
make some money and be a blessing.
But then we couldn't account for the market getting saturated.
That's how shipping stopped.
COVID stopped. At least we had our numbers right to where we made profit. We was able to get out on the top end.
Exactly.
That's all you can hope for in business for real. It wasn't our bread and butter. It was just a move that was
something to get us in the game. Yeah, something to get us in the game.
Yeah. So I know as we wrap this up, what could you do? What do you think we could have done different, looking at everything right now, just around the table? What do you think, looking at everything?
I don't know, man.
If it was on me, I would have ordered them 10,000, 20,000 masks that we ordered.
The first
I would have ordered them out the gate.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I feel like if we would have ordered them out the gate, remind you the first mask came in quick.
Yeah.
The first mask came in quick. Not only did the first mask come in quick, but the supply, the demand for them wasn't high. So it would have been easier to fill that order. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when they would have filled that order quick before the market got saturated, we would have got in and got out.
Or I guess you're thinking like even getting enough to where it would have held us long enough to even get the
next supply in.
If we would have ordered more, we probably would have. Man, it would have been so crazy. we was doing them numbers, man. The numbers was in the hundreds of thousands.
We would have.
It was 100,000 profit
I
margin.
think the last people set the tone now, 'cause just like how you said, like we would have did 10,000, like that pushed us now to like when we invest in stuff now, we be like, bro, like
Let's go.
All gas, no brakes.
Cause we see how that was
SRT.
panned out. So it's like, all right, we got the money there, bro. Like throw the whole bag in there.
Because man, if we had ordered 10,000 masks off the door instead of $10 each, bro, you know that would have been with the mask. That would have
People were
been
not just buying one, two,
Just
they were buying
one,
like
just
5
one.
sometimes. Like,
yeah, just
People
one.
buying their whole family.
Sure.
For real.
Like,
Man, but yeah, it was a blessing though, man.
And plus, like one of our clients was a sheriff was a sheriff, and he went to I'm not gonna say which sheriff it was, but he went to a function, you know, of sheriffs, and everybody in there called the virus except for him.
Wow.
He was wearing a mask.
Yeah.
So the rest of the sheriffs would ask him, we wear a mask for man, we got a mask for man. So he called us, you know, and I need I want a new mask.
We had contracts
everywhere.
Yeah, we had contracts with the hospital. We had so many different contracts that we weren't able to fulfill because we didn't get in there when we were supposed to get in there. So I feel like if you got an idea and you go all in, man.
Yeah, time is,
in.
I just think like time is everything. In whatever you do, time is everything.
Yeah.
When that door open and it's almost like an elevator, you know, when the door open, you got certain time to get in.
Yeah.
If you waste time, you know, you can't get in, it's too late and that door is closed.
Yeah,
I guarantee you, I was about to say, I guarantee somebody else would had the idea of the mask and then soon as we lunch, you know, it was like,
That's what I'm about to say, man. It was so great that you even thought about that, though, man. Like the thing, you being proactive with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you thinking like in the future. Sometimes as investors, if you gonna invest in something, you have to think like something that may not even be there yet. People may think you crazy, for thinking of it, but you gotta just go out there and do it.
And just do it.
Yeah, man.
That's all it takes.
Yeah. All right,
Just
man.
gotta do it. Alright, man. That's how we made 50,000 on the massdepot.org.
50K in about, if you don't count all the procrastination from Darlene, about 3 months.
I say 2 weeks.
2 months.
And Darlene, we don't
The
hold
money
on,
came
man.
in 2 weeks, but with all the back ordering and stuff like that, it took us about 3 months to get all the products out, everything, secure the cash. But 2 weeks.
Thank y'all for tuning in, man.
Appreciate y'all, man.
We appreciate
See you
y'all.
guys in the next episode, man.
Comment and subscribe.
Please subscribe.
below. Let
Subscribe.
us know what y'all want to hear about, man.
Be blessed.
Alright.
M3 on 3.
It's bullshit.
Timer, start, something, 7.
What's that?